Hi guys, today we are going to make corn gravy, sweet corn gravy. So I've just started by putting the tadka, and I put some oil and I put some jeera, and I'm going to add some asafoetida. And then I've made a paste of onion, two medium-sized onions, and I'm just going to add in here. I've added the onion paste, two medium-sized onions, and I've just ground them in my mixer jar, and I've just added it here. And I'd already put the tadka. So this will be, shallow fried for almost 5 minutes. So till the golden brown color comes, and you can just see some oil oozing out and the gravy getting thicker. Then I would add some masalas, and then I'll add the tomato paste. Now you can just see that the onion paste has actually come down to almost half of what I had added, and the raw onion smell is also not there. So now I'm going to add my masalas. I'm going to add some haldi powder, then some jeera powder. I've already added jeera, but a little bit of jeera powder enhances the taste. Then some garam masala. All this is 1/4 spoon, so you can just add it accordingly, because I really don't like to say the measures because everyone has a different taste. And I've kept my stove and simmer, so whenever you're putting the masalas, always keep it in sim so that it doesn't burn. I've just added almost 1.5 teaspoons of oil, and now these masalas. If required, I'll add some oil, but I don't feel there is any requirement. Now why I'm adding it now? Because tomato has some moisture, and it takes some time for the moisture to actually go. So meanwhile the masala will be boiled, and in this process it will be slightly not roasted exactly, but it gives a different flavor when you add it at this stage. It gives a really good aroma and good flavor to the dish. And some chaat masala to give the tangy taste, and a little bit of mirchi powder. So now you can just see it's just 2 minutes, and the stove is on sim and low, and you can just see how the onion has actually come out. And to this I'm going to add my tomato gravy. I've added the tomato puree, and in all our Indian houses what we do is, once we have ground in the mixer, we add water like this, and we just shake it around and we add it. But I suggest that you don't add it at this stage. When the tomato is already having a lot of moisture and you add more water, it takes a lot more time. So what I do is, once my gravy is little thicker, then I add this water, and then I'll add some corn. And this is nothing but the garlic butter, you can see. So corn and garlic butter are like the best buddies. So I didn't add any garlic or ginger to this dish. If you want, you can add it. And I've just used garlic butter at this stage. Instead of adding some oil, I've added some butter, and I've just kept the flame on high, and that's why you can see all these bubbles coming out. So once I can see a lot more bubbles, the moisture is getting lesser, I'll just simmer the stove, and once the gravy is thick, only then I'll add my water. Else you have to keep cooking it for a longer time, and the gravy will take a long time to cook. Your your cylinder gets wasted, and you can just save some energy. The watery part, there's I didn't add water, but the tomato puree has some water content, so that's just being evaporated, and you can just see some thick paste, and this is on high. If you're nearby and if you want the gravy to happen fast, then you can keep it on high, else please keep it on medium or low. If you're doing some other work, your gravy will get burnt, obviously. And just another couple of minutes hardly, and it will be like really thick. Now you can see that there is no water content in the gravy, and you can see that the butter or the oil which you already put is getting separated. And just give it another 1 minute, hardly a minute, and it will get even more thicker. So when you're adding water at that time, you can actually add a little more water also than generally what you add, and still you can find the taste is good. And I've not added salt right now, so I'll be adding it after I add the water. So all the masalas are in, only I'm waiting for it to get even more, a little more thicker. So this is not a non-stick tawa, it's an anodized pan, and I'm going to add salt. So I'm going to add it with my hands. You might be wondering why. Actually I'd seen in some channel where an old lady was adding the salt with her hands, and she said that it gives a really good flavor when you add salt with your hands. So I've been doing that for a month and more, and I find the taste has increased. I don't know how, but yes, the taste has increased and it's really nice. But initially, if you really want to try out this method, you can add a little amount of salt, and your hand becomes a spoon. So you can add little, then you can see the taste and you can add some more. So I feel that in like say 4 to 5 days you get the hint of it, and you will start adding it the right way. But really the flavor is increased, and I've been storing it in such a jar, and this you get normally in the pot shops or ceramic shops. So now I've added the salt too, and you can see how thick the gravy is. So this will be like little like the hotel style gravies. And now I'm going to add this excess water, and I already boiled the corns, and I've actually boiled them, and I have de-seeded them, and I've kept it. So you can just break it, and I did it with a knife. If you want to know how I did that, I didn't use any specific corn peeler. I just used my knife to do that. So if you really want to know, just let me know. I will be adding a video of that soon. I've added almost a cup of water. So you can just see how thick the gravy is there still. So if you do this earlier, as I told, the water will take a lot of time, and boiling will be happening in the gravy, but not the frying part will not happen. So that really brings down the taste, because when you boil the taste is different, and you stir fry the taste is different. So you can just try this and let me know. And I've been doing this almost on high flame because I wanted to get done earlier. If you want, you can keep on medium or low flame and do it. So I've just added almost 1 cup of water. I can add a little more also if I want to. So I'll be adding just a little bit of water. So So I have transferred this into my serving dish now, and you can see how it is. You can see the consistency. It looks a little bit of like the hotel ones. It's not watery at all. It's pretty thick, and I just tasted it. It is really yummy. So I've not made it a lot more spicier as my kid eats. So if this is a small suggestion, so if there is a kid eating in your house and you feel that it's too spicy for the kid, but you want spices, now how do you add it? You can't make it like two gravies. So what I suggest is, once your gravy is done, take separately for your kid, then heat up a little bit of oil. If you don't want to do the tadka process earlier and you do it at the end, what you can do is, during the tadka process, add some oil, add some jeera jeera seeds, and then add some asafoetida, add some garam masala and a little bit of mirchi powder. So garam masala and mirchi powder, they just go when you're going to switch off the stove, so otherwise it'll get burnt. So once your cumin seeds are done nicely and your asafoetida has been put in, and then you add it, and immediately you just switch off the stove. Only that heat is sufficient, and then you can add it in your gravy and mix it. So just try this tip and see. You would actually feel that the gravy is more spicier and your kid enjoys a less spicy gravy. So I'm done. Thank you guys for watching my video, and I'll bring another video soon. And please let me know if you want some other dishes. I'll prepare it and I'll put it on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys, and please do subscribe to my video and like it and give it a big thumbs up. Thank you.